Alright, we're going to do this. We're playing a game called DUSK. This is what you would call a boomer shooter in the vein of the old school Doom games, and very much inspired by those. It's also got kind of a horror twist to it. It's supposed to have some H.P. Lovecraft aspects of it, and I love that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this has to offer. I grew up with boomer shooters like Doom, so I'm really looking forward to it. Just looking through the options here, it's got all the basic stuff you would expect. I've already gone through here and fixed everything up the way I like it, so I'm just basically just showing you what there is. My plan is going to be to just go through this game from start to finish and play each level, and I think I can probably make a video out of each level, and we'll just work through the game together. I'm no expert, I'm not an amazing player at these games, I'm just an average guy who likes to play games sometimes, and so you're gonna see me just play the game. And I have already actually played, I played 3 levels before I realized that the first level did not record, so I've actually gone back to record this first level. And so I'm actually a little bit more skilled here than I was the first time I tried this. But you can at least get an idea what the first level's like.
Kill the intruder.
Oh! Oh, it's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in here. Got these cool sickles that I can attack with as melee weapons. Things are pretty fast-paced in this game, just like they were in the original Doom games. You don't have to think too hard, usually. However, there are a lot of secrets, some of which are not immediately obvious. And I did not find very many, so there's a lot of depth to it. You can also pick things up and throw them around, which is kind of cool. Some of them make pretty good weapons, like this saw blade. Whoa! That one almost took my head off. Here's a secret area. And items that you destroy in the environment will sometimes have ammunition and other various power-ups inside of them too, so it doesn't hurt to destroy objects here and there. It's got a dark, gloomy aesthetic to it. I could probably turn up the brightness if I wanted to, but I kind of like it that way. You have a flashlight that you can use to illuminate the darker areas. It's pretty moody and atmospheric. I love a good moody, atmospheric game. Oh, there's something in there. I picked up a pistol along the way. I think that was in the secret area that I found. These enemies look a lot like KKK members. It's kind of satisfying, shooting KKK member type enemies. There's a new enemy, it's like a little dog type, something like that. You can interact with the environment with, I think it's the E button by default, and sometimes you'll find things. There's a box here that I could loot with the E button. It had some stuff in it, some power-ups. The aesthetic is very retro. It's designed to emulate that classic style of Doom from the 90s. So the graphics aren't really anything to write home about, but if you're a fan of those old classic games, you can see where they got the inspiration from, and it's definitely a love letter to those types of games. There was a bed there that I slept in, and it gave me morale, which is one of your attributes down at the bottom. I think that might be like an armor type thing, but I'm not 100% sure yet. There's lots of little homages to the games of those old games from the 90s, like this type of enemy, when they see you, they say, "Heretic!" And that was one of those classic boomer shooter games from back then. I hear something. Gotcha. There's this cool atmospheric stuff on the wall written. I've emerged into a house of horrors. I guess those enemies are more like a little horse or a ram or something, not a dog. Got certain destructible objects in the environment. You can do this slide crouch move. Kind of cool. And that's the end of the first level. It took me 5 minutes and 49 seconds, and the developer time is 1 minute. Just like the old Doom games, they give you this ridiculous time goal to try to achieve. But it's a pretty fun game. We're going to keep going through it one level at a time. This is the first one. There's going to be a lot more to come, so stay tuned.